You guys ready?
Yeah.
We're here with Concordia University Chicago head coach Mike Stosky, Cole Carmen, and Brody Mariotti following their regional championship win over Baldwin Wallace. First, coach, your opening statement about today's game.
I mean, it's just the whole experience has been awesome. We've had a chance to win a few championships here, and they're all different. They're all fun. I don't know what it was about this one. I felt like I wanted just a little bit more. Maybe, again, it goes back to everyone doubting us. It goes back to everyone telling us that we weren't that good. Even when we were ranked number one, we were told we weren't the best team in the country. And I just wanted everyone to see who we are. And I think they got a glimpse of that yesterday in game one. They got a glimpse of who we are and what we can be when we're at our best. And, the win is cool. It's the 10 minutes after the win is what makes it all worth it. It's everyone in the outfield hugging each other and I hugged three people I don't even know. I don't even know if they're our fans. But it's that kind of stuff, and just being able to take a step back and watch these guys enjoy it because they've been through so much. And you just really want the guys to enjoy their experience. And when you can just take a step back as a coach and watch these guys enjoying what we just went through, it just makes every ounce of effort we've ever put into this program worth it.
Cole, you got the ball second today after Kernighan gave you guys a chance. What was your thought process going today? I mean, you threw a lot yesterday. Just your thoughts on what you were able to do.
Well, I knew that I had to go in and just compete and throw strikes, just because we saw that's kind of how Kernighan struggled a little bit, and then, that's how a couple runs got across. So then all I knew I had to do was just throw strikes and get ahead in counts, and then they were just gonna get out, I guess.
Brody, you guys put up a lot of runs yesterday. You had a couple doubles today. What were you seeing at the plate, and how was the offense able to get going in the one inning, putting up 5 runs to give you guys a regional championship?
Well, every time before inning, we always were talking with Coach Connor and Mitch about our approach, and realized that they were throwing a lot of changeups and sliders, and he's pretty good with knowing what to sit and what not to sit, so we always just listen to him, and I think that paid off for us.
Coach, talk about Cole and his performance today.
Yeah, I knew Cole was going to give us an inning or two. It was my guess. Last night I kind of played it out in my head, perfect scenario. We'll probably use 4 different guys. This morning he came to me and said, "Hey, Coach, honestly, I feel like I didn't even throw yesterday." I'm like, all right, well, we can extend Cole maybe to a 3rd inning, okay, so which helps us. And then after the 7th, I said, "Hey, where are you at?" Expecting a normal answer, which I did not get. He said, "You're going to have to rip my arm off to take me out of the game." All right. So then he goes out in the 8th and gets the first 2 outs. And I turned to Coach Fromell and I said, "Hey, if we try and take him out, he's going to take off his shoe and cleat us." And Mike goes, "Well, then just leave him in." So we left him in. I had Tobin ready to go if anything got in trouble. But, it's amazing when you give the ball to kids that are pretty tough and have the mentality that he has. It's amazing how much they can step up for their team in that kind of a situation. And I just think it was I think he just kind of put us on our back, and it settled everyone down, and it took the pressure off the hitters, because while we had a lot of chances to score in the middle of the game, they also knew that he wasn't going to get any runs, and 5 runs was probably going to be the winner, and it was.
Mike, talk about the play of Keegan Tyrell today. He had a big double in that 5-run 3rd inning, and he was playing, I thought, a great center field today, involved in 2 double plays that were probably among the 2 biggest plays of that whole game.
I think Keegan Tyrell is our most undervalued player on the team. People get starstruck by Brody's home runs and Connor Brandon, and they watch Jose run around the field like a crazy man. But people forget that Keegan is usually the table setter for all that to happen. He hits in the 2-hole. He's moving guys around. I can't tell you the last time that he hasn't played the ball the right way in center field to save a run. He does not get enough credit. He just really doesn't. And I think, when he's up, we have a really good chance. And I said to Coach Connor, that double that he hit, I said, that is the at-bat that we haven't gotten in the last week or 2, and we finally got it, and it broke everything open, and eventually was the winner. So, he's a pretty special player that probably doesn't get talked about enough.
For either player or both of you, what was it like to win a regional championship? You guys have been a part of them on other people's fields. What's it like to win one on your home turf?
Yeah. It just makes it all just not even really seem real because we're so used to, winning them on other fields. And then you look at like our field and how everybody like built it up with the new stands and everything, and it just kind of like brought it all together that, this was meant to happen.
For me, it's a little different because last year I was a part of it, but this year I'm like a bigger part of it. Last year I didn't dress, and this year I'm playing like a big factor in it. So it's kind of special to be a part of it. And like all the guys were talking, like even after the first game, we didn't even like feel like we played a game. Like we felt like we just practiced. And it was basically just, it's kind of cool.
Thoughts about playing Webster now? There's such a familiarity between the two teams. You've already played them in 3 games this year, and now you're looking at a best-of-3 series against them.
Well, here's the good news. So, no, I've never hidden this. Webster's where I started. Coach Courage is one of my mentors in this game. He's the reason I'm in baseball, coaching baseball. So, I've never hidden the fact that I root for Webster for every single game they play besides when they play us. The best news of it is either me or Coach Courage are going to the World Series. That's the best news about this whole thing. Now, the bad part is we both can't get there. And I'll tell you this, if you're thinking that you're going to come into a bunch of 13 to 10 games next week, think again. I mean, you can make late lunch plans when we play Webster because the games go by real fast. I'm excited. I love playing those guys. They're really good friends of mine. They do stuff the right way. We're identical programs. This region's going to have a really deserving winner after next week.
You mentioned it briefly about sort of the 10 minutes after the game.
Yeah.
Can Brody and Cole, you guys take me through like what was going through your mind when you guys celebrated in the dog pile that your teammates out in right field?
Well, up to it, the last play of the ground ball, it just kind of seemed like in slow motion with everything. I threw my glove up, and then everybody came after me, and it just kind of seemed like super slow motion. It felt like that, like 10 seconds took like 20 minutes. It was so slowed down. And then afterwards, it just kind of like, we chanted it down. Everybody was giving everybody hugs and stuff, getting excited because we get to play another week. And it just kind of made everything, it made it so cool. That's the best part of it.
Yeah, it's a pretty special feeling. It's kind of surreal. It's kind of like last year we were in the same spot, lost like the second game, and had to battle back. And it's basically the same feeling because, we had a tough schedule and we were able to pull through and be able to celebrate with them afterwards is awesome.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.